Corona, love, marriage, friendships, failed relationships, failed expectation, growth, saving, and pregnancy as well. So, here are some of the things and changes, growth, failures, cries, laughters, all of it. Let's get into everything that has happened into my life the last 5 years from 2020 to now 2025. Hope you enjoy this vlog. Assalamu alaikum, guys. How are you? Guys, I've missed you. I've missed doing a sit down. It's been a minute. And yeah, it's the same week. I'm still on my 37th week as I make this video. But I just hope that the next video, my baby will be here. I'll be holding a baby in my next video, inshallah. I know you've been waiting, and so have I. Yeah, so hello guys, welcome to a new vlog. My name is Eve Hawa, a content creator, and I do lifestyle content, just snippets of my life here and there. If that's something that so far interests you, please remember to subscribe and at least like this video. So on today's video, I want to do a little chit chat before my baby comes, and this video was highly influenced by June Kirwa. I saw that a few months ago she did one like this, and with a twist. So I also didn't do a 2024 recap, and I was like, let me just do as of 2025. It's actually an inspiration after I watched her video, and I was like, it really makes sense because a lot has happened in the last 5 years. Yes guys, we are currently in 2025, and so just like June Kirwa, I will do a recap of how my life has been in the last 5 years. So shout out to you, June Kirwa. She's also a YouTuber, if lifestyle and right now motherhood, and just go check her out on her YouTube channel. So anyway, let's get right into this video. I trust you are well, and please do not skip the ads. A gift to this mama, please watch those ads and at least like this video. So let's get right into it. So I made sure to write them down so that I may not forget, and I will start from 2020. Like, I wrote them in summary of what happened as from 2020 to 2025. So 2020, the big change in our lives as a continent, as a like the whole world changed. Corona happened. So Corona happened, and a lot happened during that time. I lost my job, we went to shags, our life stopped, like literally our life stopped. And I remember during that time I had just moved out from home the previous year. So 2019 I had moved out from home, was living with a friend, and now 2020 Corona happened, and it really switched maisha yetu all around. So that time I got into, my skill really helped me. I'm a beautician, and that skill really helped me because I used to do house calls, yeah, because I did not have a permanent job. So I did house calls here and there, and then now I got a permanent job while doing that through the same friend that we were living with. So yeah, Corona happened in 2020, and it really changed our lives, because I remember that time we visited shags for 3 months. I haven't been raised in shags in the village, so I've mostly spent my life in town in Nairobi. So when we went there, it was a new experience, and guys, nililima. I wouldn't say that saizi najua kulima, but when I'm told 1 2 3, naingia line kabisa. So yeah, that was a nice experience. Not really nice, but at least we grew, and here we are. So 2020, that Corona happened, and with that, the challenges that came sana sana was jobo, because you remember both of us were not working, my friend and I, and we had rent to pay. And I just thank God for the landlord we landed that time, because that landlord hakutupea pressure, and he was like, nyinyi nilipeni rent pole pole. It's unfortunate that we lost him. Yeah, we lost him. So but he was sent, let's go. That time we were really young. Yeah, we were really young, and ni ule landlord alikuwa ametumwa in our lives for a reason, and he played it well. But 2020 wasn't that bad, because it was on that year, in that year, 2020, that I met this handsome man who will later be my husband in 2023. Yeah, so I met my husband in 2020 August. He became a friend till 2022. From 2020 to 2022, then we got to, like, it got serious. We were like, now I'm starting to think marriage. And he married me a year earlier than I had planned for myself. I had planned myself to be married the next year, but this guy was just like, I want you, I like you, I love you, come here, baby girl. And for me, I went down, prayed, made that prayer, and yeah, in 2023, we got married. But we are still in 2020. 2020 is when I met my man, and he's one of the blessings that ever happened to me. When yeah, he's one of the blessings that came with Corona. Yeah, so at least I can say 2020 came with something nice. And also that 2020, during, like, heading towards the end of 2020, I got a job. Yeah, a job that will sustain me till 2022. So yeah, not everything was that bad. Some good things happened. Now let's move to 2021. Now 2021, nothing major really happened, because at that time we were just adjusting to moving past Corona, moving past, like, rebuilding and recovering our life. And since right now at that point I had already gotten a job, my focus was on work mostly. So in 2021, nothing much happened, but it was during that year, 2021, that I ever went to my first vacation. And from there I prayed to God, and I promised myself that as long as I am able to, I will be going for a vacation once a year. Yeah, so after that I was like, I'll be saving, and then maybe taking myself for a vacation once a year. And that's a prayer I was making to God. And at least so far I have done, nimefanya to vacation, not yearly as I wanted, but at least, no, have I done these vacations yearly? But that's the wish after that. So at least I got to do that. I also did a very big party during my birthday, and that was the last year I ever partied. I was like, I will party hard, and that will be the last year I do that. And I wasn't a party person as much, but when my head tells me to do something, I always go for it. So at that moment I was like, this is what I want, this is what I'll do. I went all out, I went out of my way. It was a nice and big party. And yeah, we did a party, and that was the last year I ever partied. I ever partied. Yeah, so that happened. Also, another major thing happened in 2021. I moved out solo. So I told you that in 2019 I moved in with a friend, and now in 2021 I just moved out, and I was like, I'm not gonna carry anything that we have bought together, since this is a plan. Like, ni katikati tu you abruptly decide to start over. So I was like, instead of inconveniencing you, I will just move out with my shoes and my clothes. And that's what I did, guys. And I had not saved, but I had a job. I had not saved a manini. I just decided 2021 November, I'm moving out. And coincidentally, 2019 in November is when we moved out from home. So November ni kama ilikuwa a month to move out. So 2021 November I moved out, started living alone. And guys, that was the best and greatest gift I gave myself, because after that I was more independent. I was independent from kitambo, because growing up like an only child, I would say an only child because my sister is 10 years older than me. So we weren't like, we didn't like grow up together, because Nikiwa primary, she's in high school. When I'm in high school, she's married. Like, she has her own place, and we're just two, and my mom is always at work. So I grew up like an only child, I would say. So like, moving out solo wasn't really hard. But again, now here you are alone. You know, Apple, you have your mom, and then I moved out with a friend. Now here I was alone, but it was one of the greatest gifts I gave myself, because I grew. Yeah, like, you know, I moved in solo in 2021 November, and I'll tell you, coming 2022, like 5-6 months from that time, I had really grown. I had really made major changes and growth in my life that I was grateful for. So moving out was really a blessing to me. Now let's change this spot, because I'm in a very beautiful hotel and I want to take advantage of all these spaces. Let's go to another space and discuss how my 2022 was. Yo, such a cozy and comfortable seat. And this seat reminds me of a rocking chair I wanted to purchase, but I wasn't able to. And that was the only thing I wanted to purchase that I wasn't able. Like, when I was getting things for my baby and for myself, like to to make it comfortable. Now you have already watched it, because as I make this video, I've already purchased those things. So yeah, it's really comfortable. Yeah, I'm at Radisson Blue Arboretum. Yeah, so let's move on. So 2022, I guess a lot of growth and a lot of eve and revolving and now how happened, because it's in 2022 that I reverted to Islam. I have done this story before of how I reverted and what motivated me to reverting. It's down in one of my content, and I would say that I had really struggled in my journey to look for a religion that suits me best. And let me tell you, when I landed into Islam, I knew it's like, you know, when you get the it. Yeah, so in 2022 is when I reverted to Islam. And now it's in the same 2022 that now I started talking about marriage, because at that moment my man was like, are we doing this or are we not doing this? Yeah, so he was like, because you know he's Muslim, and alikuwa zile za, we can't date, it's either marriage ama. Yeah, and I really gave myself time to think about it. I had no doubt that I want to spend the rest of my life with him, but it just felt early. I felt like I still need to explore, I still need to be out here, like I am young. But in 2022 is when I started now thinking about it in depth. And now, yeah, in 2022 it was really active in my mind, because for me, before I do something, I really think about it, so that nikiingia, I am ready for the pros and cons that come with it. And I guess that's why I usually say that I'm in a perfect place, because I was honestly ready. People say that you can never be ready for marriage, but it's different for everyone. Because for me, I would say that getting married, I was ready, because I started thinking about it as of 2022, and then now a year later, we got married. So 2022, I became serious now, talking to man about marriage. The same year, I opened my business. Yeah, guys, I've been an entrepreneur before, and I opened a shoe shop. It did not do so good, that's why I closed it up. So yeah, but it's something that I'm usually proud of myself to say that in 2022 I was a business owner, because it will never be rubbed. Yeah, when my in biography itaandikwa in the year 2022 she opened up her business. So I opened up a business which ran for 1 year, and then it was physical, and then I transferred it to online. It did not work, and I was like, it's not working. I closed that door. Yeah, I prayed about it and I closed that door, and I was okay with it. And then the same year, lots of personal transitions happened. It's the same year that I closed off, like I decided to be me, and I was okay with losing people, losing relationships, losing connections that were not serving me. Guys, people say that nakanga mkali, but what I would say is that I am a strict person. I am sweet, but I'm also strict. And it was during that year that I used to stand firm. I never mind losing people or losing things or opportunities, as long as they meant they're not working for me. So that year I really grew as a person, and kufunguka. It really, 2022 really did that for me. Also, it was during that year that I opened my YouTube. So this YouTube channel is a second one, because the other one, I was not a Muslim. I had so many uncovered videos. I wasn't sikuwa navaa hijab, and I was like, can I just block all this and then continue? But I was like, the audience over there, they're used to this kind of a person, and I didn't have a niche over there. So it was during 2022 December, on 2022, yeah, that I opened now this YouTube channel. And alhamdulillah, the same year I got, no, was it in 2023? No, it was now the next year that I got monetized. Yeah, I got monetized in 2023. So I haven't started getting payments, because you guys don't watch those ads. Yeah, unfortunately. So I make money, but I've not gotten yet to the threshold, which is 70 euros for me to start withdrawing. I'm almost there, but I'm not there yet. But it was during 2022 that I opened my YouTube channel. Now, let's move to 2023. Now, 2023 is really a blessed year for me, because it was during that time, during 2023 is when now I got married to my man. And we got married during my birthday, and after that we went now on a honeymoon. That was another vacation, and it was the best. And guys, when I tell you that this man is, wacha nisigambe, but he's the greatest gift that happened to me in 2020, 2023, and moving forward from that. Because yeah, guys, I married a friend. I married I married a nice person, a good person. Leave alone wachana na oh him being a good husband, being a good this, being a good this. Him being a good person was such a win because he's not only good to me but also to the people around him, to the people he works with, and it makes life is so easy. It's so easy doing life with someone who is a good and nice person. And big up to his parents, they raised him right. Yeah, so I'll say that that contributes him now to him being a good person. It bears those branches for him to become a good husband, a good friend, a good co-worker, a good boss, to the people he's a boss to. And I'm grateful for that. So 2023 I got married, and 2023 also had its own challenges because a lot came with 2023, like broken relationships. You know, you guys, you know how when you, I personally get invested in things. I don't know to sijui kupeana nusu nusu ati give 50 bakisha 50. I don't know that. So I really got hurt in 2023 emotionally. Yeah, and I really lost meaningful relationships that I call meaningful because something can be meaningful to you but not meaningful to the other person, or to the, like, to the person who you are in that connection with. So 2023 emotionally was tough because yo yeah, let's just say a lot happened relationship wise and losing people. But again, I would say that alhamdulillah, it all happened for my good. Another thing that happened in 2023, oh, we went for our honeymoon in Mombasa and I had my first flight. Yeah, not the last, but my first. And alhamdulillah, I'm grateful to God for using my man to do that for me. And we went for, was it 6 days? And they were the best. Yeah, so yeah, I took my first flight, and hopefully it's not my last. You'll see more vlogs of me traveling, inshallah. Yeah, so I told you that life changed, like family and personal growth, because even with family there sometimes you make choices that they don't agree with, and saa zingine kuna hiyo mvutano ya why do this na uko zile za why should I not. And growing up as an adult now, you know, you can't just sit down and let people make decisions for you like you would as a child. So to some it may look, oh umekuwa mkubwa ukamea pembe ama, you know, things like that. So like there was a lot of transitioning, like kutoka kuwa mdogo kukuwa mkubwa. And because sometimes you feel that switch, yeah, you feel that switch of yo, I am a grown up. And sometimes to people who are used to babying you, it can be a tough transition. So let me say that. Another thing is I grew a lot in saving, and I would say my man has contributed a lot to this because he has taught me savings, he has taught me like financial discipline. I had it, but I used to plan my money, but I never sikuwa na save. I was like, I will plan my money, rent, do this, shopping, do this, but I never focused on really saving and having that financial discipline that you separate this money, budget it, and say hii ni ya hii, hii ni ya hii, hii ni ya hii. So I would say that in 2023 is when I started, and 2023, 24, now 2025, I can say that is bearing fruits. Yeah, so I've been saving a lot, alhamdulillah, and I'm grateful for that. Now let's move to another spot and do the 2024 wins. Yo, 2024, I can write a book about it. And something you'll note is that the challenges and the good things that have happened to me since 2020 come to 2024 have really shaped me into the person that I've become now in 2025. Now, 2024, I got into driving school, and Mans bought me my first car that same year. Guys, when my husband was purchasing my car for me, sikuwa najua driving. So he bought me my car in 2024 February. The same February, I got into driving school, and then March, I started driving. So that was something that has come with its lessons, like fuel, kwenda garage, doing those service. Yeah, and I guess your car senses when you have money, because anytime you have an extra 4, 5, 6, 7, 10k shillings, something happens. Either it needs something, ama ndio hiyo nimegwaruza, ama ndio hiyo nimepaka vibaya, nimehit kitu, and you have to go to the garage. But again, as long as God is providing, we are grateful, we are not complaining. So yeah, I got into driving into 2024, and my husband got me my first car, which is called Pendo. Another one, now this one, we started trying for a baby in 2024, and we stayed like for 6-7 months trying. And during that time there was lots of lessons learned, patience, and my faith in God, in Allah, ilinuka. Because again, adapting to, because I am young, I was like, is there something wrong with me? Because you're trying, guys, it's not a joke. And I have spoken about it on a video titled My Pregnancy Journey, so you can go watch it. So in 2024, it was a challenge for us to get pregnant for quite a few months. I wouldn't say a challenge per se, because eventually the same 2024 I got pregnant. Yeah, so in 2024 I got pregnant, and after those months, and I would say that, just as you expect, because I'm young, I'm not on any contraception, I should just get pregnant. So it came with its lessons, but alhamdulillah, the same year I got pregnant, and we are about to pop him out. And alhamdulillah, I prayed to God that my first baby is a boy, because I never grew up with a dad nor a brother. So I was like, I really want a man for myself. I know I have my husband, and now my son incoming. I hope that scan did not scam us. But even if it was a girl, I would still be grateful either way. So I got pregnant in 2024, alhamdulillah. And then, so we moved in with my husband the night of our wedding. As you know, you cannot start living with for us Muslim, lazima mkwe legally married for you to move in. So we moved in on our wedding night, and it was during 2024 that I bought 90% of my house things, and I'm grateful to God for that, because sometimes it's a challenge, and it's due to that saving, because guys, I'm 100% taken care of by my man, and I love it that way. For the girlies, for the independent girlies who love it that way, I love it for you. We cannot all be Maureen Bandari, and we cannot all be an Eve Hawa. So for those who are flourishing in their businesses, I'm happy for you. Go for that bag. And also for those like me who are flourishing, being taken care of by our husbands, it's still good for us. But also that does not mean that if you have an opportunity to do something for yourself on the side, please do it. Like for me, I do online stuff, things like YouTube and other things that they make you earn kadogo here and there. So if you have that opportunity, go for it. But also, if you have a nice man and he's taking care of you, it's still fine. There's no shame in that. Take pride in that. Yeah. So another thing, I got comfortable with so much changes that had happened over those 5 years. Sometimes you're just used to a certain life, you are used to certain people, you are used to, like, maybe you have this kind of a relationship, maybe with your sister, with your mom, or with your friends. But sasa, due to things that are changing in your life, like for me, marriage and all that, it comes with changes. Sometimes you have to put boundaries, sometimes people put boundaries with you, sometimes you're included, sometimes you're not included. And I would say it's in the year 2024 that I matured in that area, and I was like, it's okay if there's time for this season, his season in Meisha, and now it's time to transition to something else. I was okay with it, because before then I was like, why is this relationship changing? Why? I just had a lot of whys, and it is in 2024 that I stopped asking the why, because sometimes unakuwa so much into the why and you forget, like, nobody owes you nothing. Nobody owes you anything. So as hard as it may sound, sometimes that's just how life is. And in 2024, I adapted to that. Also in 2024, I started therapy, and so far, it made this idea. So if you're looking for that sign, like dealing with trauma, dealing with, like, just talking about something and letting it out. If you're in doubt, try therapy. Itakusaidia. Ikikusaidia, come and check in with me. Isipokusaidia, change that therapist, because I would say 100% that therapy does work. So also, I made friends, and I also lost friends in 2024. But I would say that the ones that I've made, even wengine nimemake from here on YouTube, and I am grateful to God for this platform, for giving me you guys, for giving me those friends that have transitioned from just being people who watch me on YouTube to my real life friends. I am grateful, and all that happened in 2024. Now let's jump into the year 2025, hoping this video wasn't that long and it wasn't boring. So yeah, let's look into 2025. Yo, the lighting over here is so nice. I would say it's because I'm just seated right next to the balcony. So right now let's look into 2025. So it's in 2025, and guys, got pregnant in 2024, and I would say I'm still pregnant right now, and it's mid 2025. So I would say 2025, most of it I was pregnant, and I've really grown as a person, and the thought of being a mother is really, I've always wanted to be a mother since I was a little kid. And I would say that I had friends who used to say that you're such a mother. You're so, because I've been responsible most of my life. I've been that friend when we go out in Africa sometime and I'm like, let's hold it there, let's go home. And when people used to tell me like, oh, you're such a mom, you behave like such a mother, I used to take it as an offense. But right now I'm like, yeah, I'm such a mom, and Alhamdulillah, God has gifted me with this gift to now do it like to someone who I have mothered. Like, I've loved kids to an extent. I've always wanted to adopt also. So even the idea of adopting, it's still in my mind. Doesn't mean that because I'm going now to become a biological mom to someone or people, like I don't know how many God will allow us to have. It does not mean that I have closed that door. So inshallah, when the time is right, we'll also look into that. So I've been pregnant most of my 2025, and it is the year that I'm going to be a mom, and that has been my greatest wish, and so far my greatest blessing so far. So alhamdulillah, Duma, alhamdulillah, I cannot wait for that. And right now, yes, we are 37. After he's kicking, yes baby, I'm going to be your mama. Yeah, he's really kicking. So I would say that my journey has been smooth, it has been good. Not to mean that it hasn't had its challenges. The challenges have been there, but so far tumezi manage, and that's what we are grateful for. Another thing is, I really wanted to come to this trip. I wanted to take this baby moon, and one, as a memory, two, I know that motherhood can really get a lot, and I told you guys, just like marriage, I had prepared myself mentally. So with every challenge that comes on that side, I'm able to cope with it because I had prepared myself psychologically, and I had also spiritually, because God and me, guys, kama si God, hawa angekuwa na exist. And I would say that it's in 2025 that I'm so grateful for God gifting me with this and a happy marriage, a healthy relationship at that. Because even in friendship, that's something I strive for, being in a meaningful and a healthy relationship. Because let me tell you guys, tunaweza, every relationship has that honeymoon stage. Even friendship, I'm that person that Nikki feel that it's not intentional or it's not aligned, I don't mind dropping you. Not to mean that sasa tumechukiana ama nini, no. Like transitioning, I love meaningful relationships. I'd rather have 5 friends who are intentional and have a purpose with me and have a purpose with them, rather than have 10 just kujaza each other's number. So I would say that 2025 is the year I'm going to be a mom. Oh, I was saying that I coming to this baby moon, it's such a blessing, because I know motherhood will take most of me. So I was like, during this last period, I'm in my 3rd trimester. I'm almost there, guys. The next video mnaniona na mtoto. Yeah, so I wanted to come to a baby moon, take that break, just go breathe. And since I'm on my 3rd trimester, it's almost over. My husband was like, we are not going far, we're just going within Nairobi, so that when that baby, because I'm having Braxton Hicks, false labor pain, and he was like, we are going to just go around. We are actually 10 minutes. We are at Radisson Blue Arboretum, and I'm scheduled to give birth at Nairobi Hospital. It's like a 10 minutes drive. Yeah, but I don't mind, guys. I love it. I love this space. You have seen me moving from one corner to another as I make this video for you, because it's such a nice and lovely place, and sijaweza kuteka huko nje, because again in Nairobi most people are doing meetings in these hotels. So I wouldn't want to be in people's faces taking videos or pictures. So just know that I'm enjoying my baby moon, and so far 2025 has really blessed me with nice friends. Like, I used to think that lazima kukue na I do this, but 2025 has just blessed me with amazing friends. And girls, I am grateful for you. You know yourselves. I'm really grateful. So yeah, that has been the recap of my year for the last 5 years, and so far so good. That was my man calling, guys. I had to leave you all hanging. Yeah, so thank you for being here. If this video has interested you or imekufurahisha, please consider liking, and if kuna ads in between, please consider watching, because this year is the year we are making money from YouTube. I'm Aniaji, my guys. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. And guys, we have really grown, and I do not take your love and your support for granted. So thank you for being here. See you on my next video as I transition from just being Hawa, the daughter, the friend, the niece, the grandchild, the wife, and now transitioning into Hawa, a mom, not the mom, a mom. That's another title that we're adding into this year 2025. And I hope that the few months that may remain to 2025, we may grow and become better selves. And whatever we are praying for, Allah will give it to us. So thank you for being here. Nawapenda. Mwah.